What do you think of the Storm League changes? Okay, good. Good and okay. Games have been a little weird the last 2 weeks, but I don't think that's... I think that's just people being weird. Where is my hair brush again? Hair is also being weird. So we need to work on that. Here's my dinosaur. Here's my phone. Here are my gunners. There it is. It's better. The start of the season and the end of the season are often weird times. Often weird times. We'll just kind of show up and do their... Oh, my camera's weirding me out. Watch my camera, if you weren't already, and tell me if it looks weird to you.
I'm in.
Okay, we got that girl. That's a nice girl to get. New girl. Sup? Okay. Ready. A little more saturated and contrasty. I think that's because we're using a different capture card to try to get around. I've been having... Oh, no! Me-hoy, Manoy! Sylvana stolen. Heck. I'm gonna switch to Jaina.
Vanquish the weak.
Stitches want to play.
I wanted to play that character. How could you? Dr. Smashy! Dr. Smashy. I'm Dr. Pickle. He's Dr. Smashy. Stop saying it out loud. A, I didn't say it out loud, I don't think. Oh, wait, did I say I'm a Sylvanas main? But, I mean, Sylvanas' first pick is gonna happen. Frozen Fishy just subscribed. For 5 months. Frozen Fishy, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here. You get a dinosaur. Sylvana's first picks are gonna happen. She's really strong. We probably should have tried to take her before that other person got Kira, but, you know, life is hard. Is my hair naturally straight? Yes. Very. This is my natural, just dried out of the shower hair. Scott Hiccup subscribing as well. 48 as a lot of months. 48 months in a row. Scott, thank you for your support of the Dinosaur Club.
Ready for
Get a
action.
dinosaur.
I will not be denied.
No, Dr. Smashy is on the enemy team. Dr. Smashy is an enemy. Dr. Smashy is my enemy.
For the alliance above
For the alliance above all. Hey, look at those gummies still floating there. Hey, Waffle Sword just subscribed for 9 months. Congratulations, sup, baby. Sup, baby. Waffle Zors, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for all your gifts in Pokemon Go. Get a dinosaur. Who got a shiny Suicune? Saturday, over the weekend, was the Suicune raid hour thing. Yeah, who got a shiny? I have a shiny. Tell me all about your wet dog experiences. Suicune, a water dog. I want to say Meat Yard and I did like 12, maybe 11. I have 9 that I caught on Saturday, and I didn't catch all of them. So, yeah, 12 is about a fair number of raids that we did. So many damn dogs. What I was really surprised at was how crappy a lot of the people's counters were, the Pokemon they were using to fight Suicune. And here's why. I mean, people normally use crappy counters, that's why Aggron is a meme. But I figured for Suicune of all Pokemon, people should have had good counters because Suicune's top counter is Raikou, Electric Dog, who was out for a raid thing like a month ago. So all of the people who are at the Suicune hour, you think that a month prior they would have done the exact same thing for Raikou, and then they just have a whole team of Raikous with which to fight Suicune. Also, another top counter for Suicune is Sceptile. We had a community day for Trico. Who doesn't have a fucking Sceptile at this point in your life, right? He was a community day Pokemon not that long ago. Right. I think it's not even that people don't have counters. It's like Katsu is saying they legitimately, completely brain dead, don't know counters. And I say it a lot that Pokemon, not just Pokemon Go, all Pokemon, is a very fancy game of rock, paper, scissors at its core. Right? So you got Suicune, who's a pure water type, not even a dual type. This is not confusing, kids. A pure water type. And they don't know that, you know, like rock, paper, scissors. They don't know that like grass and electric counter water. Or mainly the biggest ones that had me absolutely going wee was Merbsing subscribing for 55. I can't drive 55 months in a row. Merbsing, thank you so much for your friendship. Thank you so much for being here. You get a dinosaur. Thank you. Yeah, but the people who there were people who were fighting Suicune, a water type, with Groudon, a ground type. Water counters ground. This isn't just using a bad Pokemon. This is using the worst that you could possibly do, right? You would be better off if you were using a psychic Pokemon or a dark Pokemon. Yeah, they wouldn't deal damage, but like, how can you go up against Suicune and be like, Groudon? That's what I need. A Groudon. The same person also used a Rhyperior, so I feel like they must just think that they're Brock and they're just they're like a ground type trainer and that's all that they use. I don't know. Same person was also using Aggron to complete the meme, I guess. So, I don't know, man. How? Another weird one I saw was a person using Kyogre to fight Suicune. They're both waters? It was terrible. It's a big pet peeve of mine in life when people don't use the proper type counter. I understand if you don't have the best of that type, like if you're using a grass and the only grass you have is like Executor, like okay man, you tried, that's fine. Or like you've got like not even a Venusaur, you've got like a Bulbasaur. Like, I mean, you're doing your fucking best, okay? But when you roll up there with a goddamn Groudon, I just have so many questions. That's the opposite of what you're supposed to use. And you had to, I presumably, do a raid to get that Groudon in the first place. I guess maybe they could have gotten it from special research. But assuming they got it from a raid, you've been to a raid, but you know how this works, I think. Just a lot of confusion for me. Just a lot of confusion how these things happen. I never say anything, but I always want to say anything. I'm always like quietly, like under my breath, judging the fuck out of people. Like Meatyard and I are sitting there, and I'm like, do you see this fucking Groudon right now? Like, who the fuck is here with a Groudon? Like, if I saw, like, a Pikachu in there, I'd be like, okay, you know what? Ash Ketchum, like, that's fine. It's, you know, it's a water Pokemon. You're doing your thing. But Groudon.
That will help.
I can't even get over it. Groudon. It was the same thing, though, when Raikou was out. I straight up saw people using, like, Lapras and Kyogre versus Raikou, and it's like, again, what is wrong with you? This is a game for children. How can you not figure this out? Your soul is mine. Literally, elementary school-age children play Pokemon, and they can figure out how to counter water. What is your excuse, Karen? Yeah, that's true. Ash was like the worst Pokemon trainer. He definitely wouldn't use the correct. He'd be like, oh, this is a opportunity for me to use my Diglett or something equally stupid. Fucking Ash Ketchum. Oh my god, don't get me started. Maybe that's the problem. They got all of their Pokemon knowledge from watching the cartoon. So they went to the Ash school of just like use the wrong type for everything forever.
Good work, friend.
Fighting grounds, better use electric. Blah, 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 blah.
Well deserved.
Dude, not only did Ash beat the rock gym with Pikachu, they at least tried to explain that by saying Onix was covered in water, which doesn't make sense because Onix is immune to electricity. It's not that he's resistant to electricity, he's completely fucking immune, so getting him wet shouldn't matter, but let's overlook that for a minute and just go to Ash, you know when he goes to the guy who wants to start his own gym and he has like 99 wins? And that guy fights with a fucking Sandshrew. And Ash is like, yeah, Pikachu, go. Against the Sandshrew? And then they explain that Sandshrew is super powerful because it can go in water, but it's like, who fucking cares? You used a Pikachu against a Sandshrew. What's wrong with you? Oh, I can go way longer than 10 minutes. Just yelling about Pokemon. Alright, number one, soak didn't exist when that cartoon came out. And number two, they didn't use it. They sprayed him with a sprinkler, okay? Get out of here. I'm just saying that Ash is an idiot. Don't get any of your Pokemon advice, catching, raising, battling, none of it from fucking Ash Ketchum, okay? That guy is straight dummy dingus. He doesn't know anything. He's like the worst trainer. Gary was right when Gary's like, you're the worst. You smell. Ugh. He is 100% correct. Ash is literally garbage. So if he didn't have his super OP god tier Pikachu to carry him, who can also break the laws of physics, like, he'd probably be dead by now. Maybe he is, like, dead. Maybe in episode 1 with those Spearows, like, this is just a fever dream. Dude, like, fell off a cliff into a river on a bike. Like, he's dead. He's dead. Yeah, but didn't he let Butterfree go to go fuck? Like, that's okay. Yeah, he said it to live with the hot pink Butterfree. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, we don't have any excuse for Pidgeot. Yeah. We don't have anything for Pidgeot, just Butterfree. That, you know, Butterfree wanted to go get its funk on, okay? Let that happen. And I wish shiny Butterfree was as cute as the pink Butterfree from the series. Like, pink Butterfree was cute, man.
This was always the plan.
Pink Butterfree was like so cute that you would find a helicopter, because that's what Butterfree did. Just straight up fought a helicopter for that pink booty.
Well done.
Come on, Welly, what are you doing, man? Get back over here. There's shit to fight. What are you?
Decent. Unsophisticated, but decent.
You saw me dabbing on Twitter. Thank you. I have been told that my dab form is incorrect and that you're not supposed to put your other arm behind your back. It's supposed to go straight out instead. I promise to practice and work on it and do better in the future. It's one of those things that's kind of like flossing, you know, the backpack kick dance. I just don't have it in me. I try my best, but it just comes out wrong. But I will try to improve. Oh, get her, get her, get her, get her. Go, Welly, go! Get her! Also get this dwarf so I can get some stacks. Your girl needs stacks. Bad. Wait, get this man because he's here. Spectacular! Big blizzard. Ugh, Apis, gross, but probably true, but also ew. Ash's mom dating Mr. Mime. Okay, get this over here. Not bad at all. Thanks, thanks. That's really kind of you.
Impressive.
Kira, that's really nice. I miss. Whenever I miss like that, I think of like Mushu from Mulan when he's like, "How could you miss? It was 3 feet in front of you." Sorry, Mushu. Bring dishonor. I'm gonna tap.
As the Lich Lord decrees.
Let me get back in this shit right here. Thanks, Anduin. Thank you for your yellow protective aura. I'm grabbing these globules. No one else seems interested in them, but like I'm mega interested in the globes. I killed that man with my big blizzard. Look, the whole point of this though, all I'm saying is, it's like, it's just use the right type counter, okay? Just do that, please. That's all I ask. Even if it's not the best, even if you have a 3000 CP Groudon and a 1000 CP Bulbasaur, just fucking use the Bulbasaur, okay? Please, that's it. That's all I want to see in my raids. This isn't hard. It's like rock, paper, scissors. It's for children. You can figure this out. My follow-up request, I know this is more advanced fucking tactics, but like, if you're using a grass Pokemon because it's weak to grass, make sure it has grass moves too. That would be really great if you could do that as well. That goes for everybody, not, you know, 'cause like my first 2 or 3 raids, I didn't realize my Raikou had Shadow Ball, so like I apologize for that, but I promise that I fixed it. If you could just, yeah, it's a PSA. This is a public service announcement, a Pokemon service announcement. Please. Dude, you can't even talk about the real talk though. The Pokemon anime isn't really supposed to make any sense. Jesse and James and Meowth break the 3rd wall and talk about being on a TV show all the time. At one point, Ash straight up asks them why they're obsessed with his Pikachu, and they're like, "Hey man, if you're not in danger, we don't have a TV show." So like,
Feed my hunger.
I wish I was like less socially awkward and more assertive, because I would straight show up to the raids in my area with like a fucking pamphlet, like a "you need to know more." Okay, everybody. This is Suicune. It's a water type Pokemon. You know. Water is weak to grass and electric, you goddamn idiot. Water is strong against ground. I'm gonna need you. Pokemon you should be using. Anything that isn't Groudon. Pokemon you should not be using. Groudon, followed closely by Rhyperior, who's just basically smaller Groudon.
I'll play alone.
Would you like to know more? I try in like our local Discord when like the boss raid guides and counter guides come out, the ones that I post in our Discord all the time. I post those in the local Discord too. I'm like, hey, just if you didn't know, fucking here's a Suicune raid guide. But nobody reads it, nobody cares. The big thing that nobody cares is because we get so many people in our area. It's a huge area for Pokemon Chicago that you're guaranteed to have 20 people at a raid, like the raid day for Suicune. Always. Every raid's gonna have 20 people. So they don't give a fuck. They're like, I was gonna throw my Groudon at this. And it just upsets me, okay? We could finish this so much faster if you just didn't do that. You know, I have to use 2 revives. I might have to use 0 revives if you didn't do that. Heck. I'm gonna get in this ice block for a sec. Now I'm gonna come out. Put my elemental on Sylvanas so that hopefully Anduin save me, child. Save me. I put the Ellie on Sylve to try to just push her out of the fight, and it did appear to work because she's fucking gone, and here's my elemental chasing her, so that's good.
Perfection.
Come forth, Punisher. Level the high heavens with your arcane power.
Why are you targeting me and not Kira? She's doing more damage. Don't look at me, okay? This might be GG. I don't know though. We're not 20 yet, and they do have keeps.
On the way.
I read somewhere that Brock is supposed to be like 16, which I don't. He doesn't look a day under 40, but Brock is supposed to be like 16, and he's real into the Pokemon breeder and nutrition thing, and it seems like he's picking up a job, so that seems like it's kind of in line with like real world stuff. 16 your first job, and then you kind of go from there, maybe. I don't know. Did much Stitches, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, that wasn't even Stitches. It was Stitches. I'm a liar. Hello. Dude, Anduin's salvations, though, have been on point. Can we talk about that? Every time the Butcher tries to come in, Anduin's like, nope. And it doesn't seem like the enemy team has anybody who's prepared to deal with that. Which is weird, because they have tons of CC, but none of it's going on Anduin. Must be a fun game that Anduin is playing right now. Okay, GG. I'm glad we could talk about Pokemon and play this game together. We're playing Jaina. This was on Shrines. I'm MVP. 0 deaths!